Young Thug and Gunna's Hot is one of the biggest trap anthems of the year, with its lively horns, bars, memes, and even a Travis Scott remix. The music video made the track even hotter, with enough pyrotechnics to shoot a full-length action movie.
So I got all these pyro guys and stunt people because, my interpretation of Young Thug saying he wants Gunna to be on fire, he means he physically wants him to be on fire. Well, I think some people thought that I was going to do that in post.
That's Christian Sutton, director of the Hot music video. His production team, Psycho Films, has worked with everyone from Kendrick Lamar to YG. From Sutton's first listen of So Much Fun, he knew he had to direct the video for Hot.
One of the commissioners at 300 sent me a voice memo that Young Thug had did. He saw my treatment. He liked it. He had a couple ideas he wanted to add to it. The main one of which was he wanted Gunna to be on fire.
But Sutton took Thugger's imagined flames and turned them into real-life pyrotechnics.
We get to the day of the shoot. At first, Gunna and Thug were like, oh man, what do you mean we're gonna be on fire? And I'm like, come on guys, like y'all gotta be down. And I walked them through the process. I actually set my own arm on fire. And I really explained to them that if we actually set you guys on fire, I think that'll be a good piece of the production as opposed to doing it in post. So they were down. Gunna was actually the first one to burn. We did both his arms and his leg, and there were takes where he was like, oh, y'all could have kept the fire going longer. But for the most part, all the fire you see is real and practical flame. It was hot as hell in the studio and stuff. If you look on some of the BTS photos, you see Young Thug and me with masks on so that we can protect our airways and breathing because it was that much fire. Gunna actually was one of the first people to leak a video of the production. He said, I do my own stunts, and they had him on fire. I'm going ape shit because I'm just excited to be working with these artists. The camera swings at Gunna and I say, Gunna, say what up? And he says, slap. And I'm like, yeah, I get really hyped. Yeah, what's up? Just from him being that creative to think of that and to say that.
He enlisted a crew of professionals to create the Inferno.
I probably had 8 to 10 pyro guys on the scene, on the set. What they do is they treat the whole wardrobe to make it basically fireproof. And then they put on a certain chemical that would actually burn.
About to get set on fire.
They had to wear an undersuit that keeps your body cool so that while the flame is on them, it's not too intense and getting too hot on them. They would light the flame on them, and then after the scene, they would put it out.
Thug worked hand in hand with Sutton to bring his vision to life.
Later on, we did Young Thug scenes on fire. Where he's busting through the door, he's on fire. He's walking through the hallway, he's on fire. He had a really cool idea that he added in. He was like, look, man, if I'm on fire, I'm gonna be sweating. So you guys got to put spritzer on my face so I look like I'm sweating. I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. Being able to call them my slimes, being able to say slap on set and make it part of the production and having to teach my crew. I thought that was super, super cool.
Slack. Grammy bitch, slack. That is a rap.
Sutton was working on a first cut when Thug dropped some big news on him.
We shot the whole video for Hot before Travis was on it. And then Young Thug FaceTimed me and was like, yo, and he's playing a song in the background. He's like, Travis just got on the song. We got to shoot something with him ASAP.
Despite his signature ad-lib and his nickname La Flame, Travis needed to be swayed to go under the flame.
4 days later, we ended up shooting the Travis verse. And it was also a mission to convince him to be on fire. He was like, oh, y'all not doing the fire in VFX? And I'm like, man, everybody keeps thinking that. Nah, man, we're trying to do the fire practically. All right, cool. Let's do it on my left sleeve. So we flamed him up. His verses, he's swagging so hard and so calm and collected. You wouldn't even think he was on fire. You wouldn't even think it was real, but it was.
Sutton even makes a cameo as Travis's doppelganger.
When the house blows up and then it cuts to Travis's eye, I didn't have a close-up of Travis's eye, so that's actually my eye. I saw comments in the eye like, oh, Travis got some pretty eyes. He does, but so do I.
And like Travis's 2018 Super Bowl halftime show, the marching band scenes in Hot were inspired by the very same episode of SpongeBob SquarePants.
There was a meme going around that used the song with a scene from SpongeBob, and it had a marching band in it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So I just was like, man, that would be really cool if we figured out some way to use a band and kind of tie back in.
There's also a connection to Beyonce's 2018 headlining Coachella performance.
They cast some of our black band members who were actually in the Coachella performance. Some of my big movers and my big shakers on the band would be the black people who could give you that HBCU feel.
And while no rappers were hurt in the making of the Hot music video, some very expensive outfits were.
They were totally down. We ruined a lot of their clothes. A lot of Gunna's clothes especially. But it was really fun for them to be down for that. And shout out to the Pyro team for keeping them safe and them being professional and knowing what to do.
I'm Tia with Genius News, bringing you the meaning and the knowledge behind the music.